Let's talk about a way to instantly upgrade your vocabulary by getting rid of just one word. In this explainer, we're going to tackle a super common crutch in the English language, and I'll show you a simple swap that will make everything you say and write more precise and, frankly, a lot more powerful.
So take a second and think about it. What's that one little word you find yourself leaning on, all the time? It's that filler word we grab when we just can't find the perfect adjective.
And there you have it. The word is very. Our source material makes a great point here. Unlocking a stronger vocabulary isn't about memorizing a dictionary. It's about being strategic and replacing this one little word.
So, what's the big deal with very anyway? Well, think of it as a vocabulary killer. Honestly, it's kind of lazy. It tells us something is more, but it doesn't tell us how. It actually waters down the meaning of the word it's supposed to be helping, and it just leaves your language sounding, well, generic. But here's the good news. The solution is so simple. All we're going to do is take that weak very plus adjective combo and swap it out for a single, stronger, much more specific adjective. That's it.
Just look at this. On the left, we've got very good. I mean, it's fine, but it's a little bland, right? Now look at the right. Superb, excellent, outstanding. Can you feel that difference? Each of those words just hits harder. They carry more weight, more precision, more feeling. The impact is immediate.
So this is the key takeaway. A powerful adjective isn't just a fancy synonym, it's a word that already has the idea of very baked right into its definition. And that is what makes your language come alive. All right, let's put this into practice. We're going to start with the words we use to describe our feelings and turn them from kind of vague to totally vivid.
We have all been here. You want to explain just how mad you are, and the first thing that pops into your head is very angry. But we can do better.
Now, here's what's so cool about this. Each word paints a completely different picture. Furious is like a wild, out-of-control anger. Fuming is more of a simmering, you can see the steam coming off of you rage. And livid? That can mean you're so angry you've gone pale. See? They're way more specific.
Okay, let's try another one. Something on the happy side of things. You just got some incredible news. You're not just very happy.
You're ecstatic, overjoyed, or elated. These words have so much more energy. Ecstatic is like next-level joy, almost a frenzy of happiness. Elated suggests you're bursting with pride. You can almost feel the emotion just from hearing the words themselves. All right, one more for emotions. You're watching a horror movie. Something jumps out, and you leap off the couch. You're feeling very scared, sure, but we can definitely be more descriptive.
Terrified gives you that sense of deep, gut-wrenching fear. And petrified? That literally means you are so scared you can't move, like you've been turned to stone. How much more powerful is that?
Now let's take this same idea beyond just feelings. We can use it to upgrade the words we use to describe the world around us and take our descriptions from just plain to totally picturesque. So you see a breathtaking sunset or an amazing piece of art. Our default is to say it's very beautiful. And that's nice, but it's such a missed opportunity for great language. Instead, how about gorgeous? Something that's a feast for the eyes. Or stunning, a word that literally means it's so beautiful it stuns you. Or exquisite, which suggests a really delicate, detailed kind of beauty. Each word gives your listener a much clearer, more vivid mental image.
What about size? You say something is very small. That tells us almost nothing about its real scale.
But if you call it tiny, we get a better picture. If you say it's minuscule, we're thinking it's almost microscopic. And minute implies it's incredibly fine and detailed. See, that precision is where the power comes from.
Okay, last one for descriptions. The weather outside is just awful. It's not simply very cold.
It's bitter, which makes you think of a harsh, biting wind. It's icy, which brings up images of slick, frozen streets. Or it's freezing, the literal point where water turns solid. Each word makes you feel the cold in a different way.
So you've seen the principle, you've seen the examples, but the real magic happens when you start applying this yourself. So, I'm giving you a challenge.
Just think about this. By dropping one single word, very, our source material shows you can unlock over 200 more powerful, precise, and professional adjectives. 200! The potential here is absolutely huge.
And here's your game plan. It could not be simpler. Just 3 steps. First, you've got to notice when you say or write the word very. Second, just pause for a beat. And third, swap it for a better, more powerful word. That is it. Notice, pause, swap.
So as we wrap this up, I'm going to leave you with one final thought. As you go about your day, think about the emails you're going to write or the conversations you're going to have. Which very are you going to replace first?